Hello and welcome back to another video. Sorry that it's been a week. I've been a little bit unwell, but Brad and I have also been working on a load of original music too. So in this video, I'm going to be trying to explain to you guys how to get your music onto iTunes, Spotify, and all the other major streaming and download sites. A lot of you guys have been messaging us asking how we've got our EPs onto Spotify and also how we managed to get our song Surface promoted on Spotify. So hopefully I'll try to clear some of that up in this video in 3 really simple steps. So step 1 is understanding that you don't personally distribute your music to stores. You don't make like an iTunes account or a Spotify page that you upload your music to. It's all done through a middleman that is an aggregator or a distributor. So you have your music and your artwork, you submit it to them, and then they distribute it to all of the major stores that you ask them to. So Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, Deezer, and whatnots. So step 1 is just understanding that concept first. You pass your music and your artwork and your song title to someone else, and then they distribute it for you. There are loads of great distributors to choose from, and they all have their own pros and cons. Some of them you pay monthly and you can upload a certain number of tracks or an unlimited number of tracks. Others you pay per song, and others don't charge anything, but they'll take a percentage of the streaming or sales revenue from your songs. So we use Distrokid because we think that it's really easy and simple to use right now, but I've also linked a few more down below that are very well known that a lot of people trust wholeheartedly to distribute their music to lots of different stores. So the first step would be picking a distributor, and this might be just based on your budget or how many songs you actually think you're going to release. Step 2 is making sure that your music and your art is all in the right format. So the distributor should have a pretty simple sort of step-by-step guide of what you need to do to submit your music. So just make sure that you follow their settings when it comes to exporting your song at the right bitrate, WAV file, MP3, etc. I'll leave a link down below that was forwarded on to me by a very kind person explaining the sort of loudness, standardization and whatnots, and what sort of levels you should be mastering your music to so that it sounds good on all these streaming sites. When it comes to artwork, a square is what you need. It'll have to be 1500 by 1500 pixels or 3000 by 3000 pixels. They should have, again, really good guidelines explaining what you can and can't put on this. Obviously you can put like your song title and the artist name and any features, but you shouldn't go putting things like the price of the album on the actual album cover. It's just basic stuff like that. And obviously you need to make sure that you have all the rights to the audio and the art that you're submitting. When it comes to your actual artist name, you want to make sure that you have something unique as well. We ran into this problem when our name was Hybrid. That's one of the reasons we changed it to Mia Vono. You want to make sure that your name is easy to find and doesn't clash with anyone else's names, and that you also have the rights and trademarks to use the name that you're using. It just makes life so much easier down the road. Once you've submitted your music to the distributor, you can just simply select which stores you want it to be sent to, and that's pretty much it. So simply following steps 1 and 2 should have your music out into stores, available to stream, buy, download, anywhere between a day and about 2 weeks. It varies between which site it's going on to and which distributor you use. And step 3 is just a quick note to remember that this isn't the end goal. Just because you've got your music onto iTunes or Spotify, there's still a lot of work needs to be done. You need to promote the music you've just made. You need to try and share it as much as possible, really get your fans engaged with it and build that audience. And you need to keep working on new music so that you can keep putting more music regularly onto these stores. People nowadays really value quality, but they also value the rate at which you release music. So you need to make sure that you stay on top of it, but that you also promote the music that you've just released. For us with promotion, we've had a bit of a hard time trying to get in contact with people who can promote music, but all of our fans streaming our music, saving it, buying it, that has led to a few curators of playlists discovering our music, and then they place our music on some like discovery playlists and whatnot on Spotify, which just show the music to a few thousand more people every day. With promotion, it can be a lot about the people you know, whether you know people that curate these playlists or whether you have contacts at Spotify. We live in the middle of absolutely nowhere, so we don't know these people. We really do rely on our fans listening to our music and really enjoying it and taking part in the remix contests and whatnot and really engaging with it, because that's what's leading to our music slowly starting to be discovered. So those 3 steps should help you get your music onto stores. I hope I've covered everything in this video. If there's any questions, of course, just leave a comment down below. As usual, I will try to reply as quickly as possible. I'm going to get back to making this track. I hope you guys have a great day. See you in the next one.